What's up, guys? My name is Robbie Greenfield, or RobTG4 for short, and I'm the founder of Umoja Labs, the core developer entity of the Umoja protocol. And I'm so happy that you have come to join us for community update number 6. So let's get into it. First up, we have to talk about the purpose. What is the purpose of Umoja? Why do we exist? And it is for one reason and one reason only. It is to democratize wealth creating assets for everyone. Wealth creating tools that everyone can use to achieve a better life. But the fact of the matter is that information is asymmetric. Not all of us have the resources necessary to become pro trader extraordinaire or have insider knowledge to make a meme coin pump and then take all the money. But regardless, we need tools that require low financial literacy but provide exceptional protection and exceptional yield so that everyone can get ahead, especially in a world that unfortunately is getting macroeconomically worse. So that is our purpose, to democratize wealth creating tools for everyone to get ahead in life. But in order to create things like synthetic options or smart coins like yBTC, you need to facilitate multiple strategies at once. And some of those strategies are on centralized exchanges, and others of those strategies are going to be on decentralized exchanges or DeFi protocols writ large. Now, the issue is that you need to build and create accounts for each of these things, and you also have to create a compliance mechanism around all of those accounts to make sure that you're doing it in a fair way, in a way that is respected by all the regulatory jurisdictions that your users are going to be in. And that is quite the task. But the existence of such an execution layer, something that any entity can use to facilitate multiple strategies by interacting with a single API interface or SDK, simply just does not exist. And if we're going to create the future of finance through the enablement of smart coins, then it kind of makes sense for us to do it in a generalized and modular way so that everyone can facilitate their strategies as well. And so get this, current software that facilitates trade execution for the global financial system collectively process $1.94 trillion in average daily volume. Guys, that's insane. That's freaking crazy. And no trades by no banks, hedge funds, investment funds, whichever, can occur without this software. It is absolutely fundamental and foundational for how the global financial system works. And not only does it allow the Umoja protocol to more easily structure its own digital assets, be it smart coins, but it can allow any other DeFi protocol or entity to do the same or do other things that can keep investors safer while providing them more value than ever thought possible. Because very soon, we are going to be including you within our governance structure and continually decentralizing the management function and everything in between of the protocol itself. And this is your time not only to participate, but to get rewarded for participating. And now we can get into the actual updates. So we have 4 protocol updates: withdrawals, staking, portfolio dashboard, and of course, working lottery. Let's start with withdrawals. So if you haven't used synthetic options on the protocol, it is the first product, and it effectively is an options on steroids. It means that it is an option with 10x leverage, no liquidation risk whatsoever. It has built-in flexibility with regards to choosing any strike and any expiry that you want, supports Bitcoin, AVAX, and ETH, and not only that, you can now withdraw your profits without closing your position. Now, generally, if you make the right bet, you say, hey, I think that Bitcoin's gonna reach $100,000, and right now it's $65,000, and I want my strike to come true when it is $75,000. And you see Bitcoin going up, and up, and it goes 75, 85, 95, $100,000. Now, so not only have you made your bet at 75, but it's gone even further. Typically, you cannot take any profit that you have made until you sell that option. And you might not want to sell that option. Those are unrealized profits, right? That's money that you haven't made because you haven't withdrawn out of that position. And so withdrawal allows you to take the earnings that you're getting from that position, but maintain the position itself while you're making the bet in and of itself. So that is what a withdrawal is. And this is pretty huge, guys. You can't do this on Binance, on Bittrex, or anywhere else. Please check it out. And if you have any feedback as to how it can get better, certainly let us know. But it is an amazing first-time feature future for all of crypto. The second thing is staking. So as I've told you in our last update, staking is now live, and you get a 10% APY in USDC for staking right now. In doing this, you are not only earning a great APY, but you're also helping protect other users from black swan events and smart contract exploits. And we definitely motivate others to stake themselves, earn USDC APY. So check staking out, and it is live today. Next up, we have working lottery. If you either have 1 points or 2 the Umoja, which is the governance token, you are automatically eligible for a lottery that redistributes the protocol's revenues, but one that you can only redeem your rewards if you put in work on the protocol itself. So here are the steps. The first is that you need to have points by either using the protocol or later when we have our TGE, and just by having those things, you are automatically eligible and enrolled into a global lottery for Umoja. What next? You will check your portfolio dashboard and you will see if you have won any rewards. So every 2 weeks, there will be a new set of individuals who will win rewards, and we are targeting the top 5 to 10% entrants of every lottery, meaning that multiple people win. Let's say that you then check your portfolio dashboard, you see that you have won some rewards in USDC, and now you're like, okay, I want them now. You can't get them just yet. You have to do what is a little bit of work. That is making sure that you're truly a part of the community, following us on Twitter, going into the Discord, but also, and most importantly, taking an on-chain action, becoming an active participant of the protocol itself. So working lottery is a perfect combination of encouraging people to become active participants by getting them to take real steps that motivate protocol traction, and of course, give them a reward in exchange for doing that work. So working lottery will come soon, and we wish you good luck and success in what is to come. Now, last but not least, we have the portfolio dashboard. Now, for those of you who have used synthetic options or have staked a little bit of your USDC MJA or USD Umoja, you will have noticed that after doing a lot of these positions, it gets quite difficult to maintain your universal position. It's really hard to work backwards from when you deposited where what, and how much money you're getting at a particular time and what you're owed, etc., etc., etc. So the portfolio dashboard will do all of this for you automatically. It will show you your universal ROI across the protocol. It will show you all your positions, whether it's cents, smart coins, or otherwise, and it will show you graphically how that balance has changed over time. This is very, very, very soon to come. We're a little bit delayed on it, and I apologize, but we want to make sure that everything is well tested before putting out something that hopefully can encourage our community to grow and be as active as possible. Next up, we have yBTC, or yield-bearing Bitcoin. Now, why is yBTC so great? Well, first, it's principal protection, meaning that it protects the money that you put in. You can lose no more money than that. It is BTC based, meaning that the Bitcoin that you put in cannot go down any lower than that amount, right? You put 1 BTC in, you get at least 1 BTC back. There is no other yield-bearing Bitcoin product that does this exact same thing while giving you Bitcoin in return and protecting your Bitcoin principal. But the main reasons why it's been delayed is because of compliance. We have to make sure that it is jurisdictionally compliant and that it is not deemed a security, which we're doing an excellent job working with amazing law firms in different parts of the world to ensure that level of compliance and due diligence. And there will be disclosures in terms of use specifically for yBTC that will be available not only on Umoja.xyz, but also in our Git book. But then secondly, we want to test the living hell out of it, and we will shortly announce a lot of things around it, and of course there will be campaign as well. One thing that I would like to note is that yBTC will accept BTC deposits from the Bitcoin network and maybe accept wrapped Bitcoin. And the reason why I say maybe is because recently we became aware that wrapped Bitcoin's custody has switched from BitGo to, I believe, BitLabs, and we're just uncomfortable with that switch. We want to make sure that the integrity of every asset that serves as collateral for yBTC truly does have BTC behind it. Obviously, accepting BTC direct ensures that, but accepting wrapped versions of Bitcoin introduces a certain level of risk that the team has to assess as to whether it will not deprecate the integrity of yBTC itself. So we'll keep you updated to that. And the last thing that I would like to say about yBTC is that it is an amazing earning opportunity. We will have a referral system so that if you refer any person that mints yBTC as well, you will get a portion of their yield and you'll be making double yield. So it's great. There will be referral yield bonuses. And not only that, yes, there is more, and there is bonus staking yield. You will earn even more yield. So 3 different types of yield from yBTC in of itself. We definitely encourage people to participate. We will have many more tutorials and announcements about all of this, but we want your feedback first. And of course, many of these other Y tokens will be decided by Umoja governance, which I hope for you to be a part of. And those votes will be facilitated on Snapshot after TGE. And let's see, but that is the update on yBTC. Next up, we have had some amazing partnerships and have changed our whole thought process in terms of what partnerships actually bring traction to the protocol. Because at the end of the day, as much as we love everybody, we need to stay focused at growing the community and growing the traction of the protocol, because that's the only thing that makes everyone win. And we have a few ones that we'd love to announce. One, Umoja has been amazing. His community has been amazing. One of the most technical communities and trading-based communities that I've come across. So please take advantage. And so shout out to Umoja. Shout out to the Umoja fam. The second is with Carolina. Keith has been supporting Umoja from the very beginning. I'm so appreciative of him and his community. Another trading whiz, a trading pro. The man knows his stuff, and he has been joining us on Spaces as well. So if you want to understand from a person who does technical analysis on digital assets, please come through community weeklies as well, or follow both Umoja and Carolina Keith on X, and also join the Discords and their Telegrams. A lot of information that they're sharing, and it's incredibly valuable. And then thirdly, we were listed on DeFi Llama. Thank you to the DeFi Llama team for having us listed. Really means a lot. And last but not least, we have our KOL advisory board. So I want to build a team from the regions that we are trying to impact around the world that believe that we can create wealth creating tools for everyone. And so we're looking for key opinion leaders from around the world, but particularly from Nigeria, South Africa, Brazil, Mexico, right? Ghana, Kenya, Vietnam, Indonesia, India. We're looking for leaders from these communities to bring in their communities and to create something great. So we're creating a 10-person KOL advisory board to become these leaders. Again, I want a good team with good communities so that we can work together for something real. As you all can tell, I'm talking to you, KOLs. If you see this and you feel like you're legit and you're not betraying your communities, please come talk to me. Let's get something together. Let's partner. And for those community members that are looking at this, please know that I am completely real on this. We want everyone to do well, and TGE is something that we take incredibly seriously. So any entity, KOL, investor, or otherwise, that is going to impact. So that is it on the updates. Again, I appreciate y'all waiting for this moment. Now we can finally talk about tokenomics. Now, tokenomics, there's gonna be substantial changes. One is that we're giving more of the total allocation to the community. Things like staking, things like community sale, airdrop, and also the insurance pool have all been put under the community banner, because those are tokens that are specifically reserved for the community, either to protect the community in the context of the insurance pool or to provide the community rewards when it comes to a delayed TGE, because we wanna make sure that everyone's doing well. Now, secondly is that we're introducing some pretty great types of utilities. Things like governance rewards, or having the governance pool, and making sure that only active participants of the protocol can govern is one. The second is obviously the insurance pool. The insurance pool creates a pool of reserve capital to protect all users from black swan events and smart contract exploits. That's two. But there have been a few changes on the others that I wanted to discuss. The first is working lottery, which we've talked about. The next one is smart coin yield boost. So we talked about this in smart coins. Effectively, if you stake Umoja before minting smart coins, you will earn boosted yield to make sure that smart coins are as adopted as possible, which is one of the key purposes of our mission. And last but not least, we will have what is called LP yield boost. Now, LP yield boost is to effectively top up the rewards for any liquidity providers across partnership exchanges like Camelot, for example, Uniswap, providing liquidity to token pairs from the Umoja ecosystem. So this could be providing liquidity to the Umoja USDC pool or the yBTC-USDC pool, etc., etc., etc. Any of those pools, you can take your LP tokens, you can stake them onto Umoja, and you will earn additional USD yield for helping us create a healthy and vibrant community on the liquidity side of utility. One thing that we may deprecate is protocol discounts, and it seems as though the community is much more yield focused than it is discount focused. this, but we'll see. Other big thing, the fixed supply of Umoja will increase at least threefold. Now, don't freak out. There are reasons for this. One, if you are already invested into Umoja as a project, either as a retail participating in a public sale or as a venture investor, you will get proportionally the increase that the total supply goes through. So if it increases by 3x, your allocated tokens will increase by 3x as well. Now, the second thing is why? What's the reasoning? Well, the market has changed quite a bit since we initially had a great deal of success when introducing synthetic options in Q1 and Q2. And we want to make sure that the token price is affordable to those that we want in this community. And that's really, really, really important. So overall, this makes it a much more attractive token, not only to create buy pressure for, but also just to support more generally, because we want everyone to be a part of what we're doing. And as things become more and more decentralized, it's really, really important to have as much token adoption as possible. Outside of that, that is it. I appreciate y'all's time. I know that this was long, but hey, hopefully you got some type of alpha or good information. I'm always here. Hit me up on Twitter at RobTG4 or on Telegram or on Discord. Let's do this. Let's work towards something that's actually meaningful. Put the utility back in utility tokens, and more importantly, globally democratize wealth creating tools for everyone and not just a select few, so that WAGMI is no longer bullshit. All right, guys. Peace.